guys and get ready for a chit chat. Hi guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now I thought I would do this video as a little update of basically me having the COVID-19 vaccination 2 weeks ago now. So they do say that you may experience some side effects. So I wanted to make this video and explain the side effects that I have experienced. Now I do want to put a bit of a disclaimer out there. Just because I've experienced these doesn't mean that you're going to experience these. Obviously our bodies all work in different ways, and I don't want this to put you off having the vaccination, because I know people that have had no side effects and then there's people that have had side effects. Now the side effects are all on the NHS website, so I will put a little bit up regarding that in the video. I'll insert a clip. So let's get into it. So let's take it all the way back. So I went on to the NHS website, I put in all my details, and it tells you where your closest COVID-19 vaccination centre will be, which is really helpful. It gives you days and also time slots for you to book. So you just obviously pick the one that is suitable for you. So I got my vaccination done on a Friday, and I just wanted it on a Friday, to be honest with you, because just in case I did experience anything, I then had the Saturday to recover. So I went to the GP surgery and they told us at the time that we were going to be having the AstraZeneca vaccination. Now I don't know if they will tell you what vaccination you're going to have before you turn up. So when we turned up, they told us that we were going to be having the AstraZeneca. Now I know there is loads of things at the moment in regards to the AstraZeneca. There's loads of conspiracies. There's also the thing regarding the blood clots. Now this is why I did put my vaccination off for the longest amount of time. I just wanted to make sure that it was the right time for me to get it done. I wanted to make sure that I'd spoke to my consultant and also my support nurse at the hospital. I wanted to do the research myself. I know it's not always a good thing to Google, but I did Google, and I just wanted to make sure that it was the right time for me to get it done and mentally prepare myself, because it has been a worrying time, and since the vaccination has come out, there's been a lot of things on it. So I felt this was the right time for me to finally get it done and also share my journey with you while I get it done. So I have been a high risk patient for the last year, and I have been shielding. I do have Sickle Cell Disease, which is why I am basically vlogging all of this, and yeah, basically just want to give you guys an insight to my life living with Sickle Cell Disease. So yeah, so we arrived, I'm going off track, so we arrived at the GP surgery. The nurse told us we was having the AstraZeneca. She explained all of the side effects that we may experience. She also told us to take paracetamol if we do. Now she was really lovely, she was helpful, and she was really informative and did put my nerves at ease, which was good. So we left, and if you're driving, you're not allowed to drive for 15 minutes afterwards. So me and my mum sat in the car and had a bit of a chit chat. We then left, and that particular day I was doing some food shopping. So I went to do my food shopping, which is not very interesting, but there's nothing else to do these days. And then come home and ended up having a really chilled evening. Now I do remember saying to my partner at around 7-8 o'clock, I don't feel particularly well. Now by that I just felt like I was coming down with a cold. So you know when you experience muscle aches, that's how I felt, and I didn't know if it was because it was a particularly cold night anyway, but I did feel quite chilly. So I put dressing gown and got myself a hot water bottle and basically just went to bed. So woke up on the Saturday, and I don't really suffer with headaches, but I had a absolutely raging headache. Like my head was pounding. It sounds really silly, but I remember saying to my partner, I feel like I can't lift my head off this pillow. It just felt heavy and it was just banging. It felt like I'd gone 10 rounds with AJ, like it was ridiculous. So I had a really bad headache and just a lack of energy. Like, I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to do anything, which is so unlike me because normally I'm up, makeup, hair, ready to go. Whereas this day I didn't get out of bed till around 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, I did end up taking paracetamol, which is what they advised. And by that point, by the time I'd got out of bed at 3, I felt fine. Like, the headache had pretty much wore off and I was just on the sofa chilling. We did order a takeaway and that's how I basically spent the rest of my evening. But I did still feel quite chilly. I did still feel like have the muscle aches, but the headache had wore off. I also did feel a stiff and tender arm. Can't speak. So if you do have the flu jab in the UK, then you'll know what I'm talking about. It just felt quite tender and quite heavy, which was normal. It wasn't anything too dramatic. So woke up on the Sunday and felt fine. I felt fine. I felt like I hadn't had the vaccination, to be honest with you. So everything had gone, didn't feel any symptoms whatsoever, felt fine, felt like I was back to my normal self, snapped back. So yeah, so they do say obviously they can last 24 to 48 hours afterwards. Mine happened to be 24 hours. So I was quite lucky. Now, obviously, you may not experience these side effects, or you might. But I'm now 2 weeks in, and I still feel fine. Like, my muscles feel fine. My arm feels fine. Feels like I haven't really had a vaccination done. And yeah, I'm just happy, to be honest with you. And I think it was important that I got it done because I went back to work last week for the first time for a day. And I do work in the NHS, so it was back being in a hospital environment. So I needed to make sure that I was safe myself. But also it was just nice because I've been so used to, for the last year, literally getting up, putting on some comfy clothes and going downstairs and just turning on my laptop. Whereas obviously I had to get up at normal time earlier, actually get dressed, do my makeup and go to work. But it was nice because it did feel like being normal again. And obviously I haven't seen my work friends for the last year, so it was nice to see faces. And yeah, just actually, I suppose, get back into the world. But I am really excited for obviously June 21st, when all of this lockdown has been lifted. Now, our lockdown in the UK is being lifted again on Monday, which means that we are allowed to do a bit of retail therapy. My car is also going back, so I'll be able to go to dealerships. So it's just nice. And to be honest with you, it's my boyfriend's birthday in a week's time, and I've planned a little surprise for him. So it'll be nice to actually for me and him to go out as a couple and do things again. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And I'll be honest, I miss, probably like many of you, I miss so much going on holiday. Like, I can't wait for the moment when you arrive in a hot country and you're literally just off the plane and you feel that waft of like heat hit your face. I am dying for that moment, I can't tell you. So I'm just looking forward to the world getting back to normal, to be honest with you. But going back, so staying back on track, I'll receive my second dose of the AstraZeneca in 12 weeks time. I haven't booked it yet, so I feel like they will contact you when you are due your second dose of your vaccination. And yeah, so I thought I'd do a little bit of a sit down. Obviously it's not too interesting because I'm just talking about my side effects, but I felt like you guys should know that I did receive some side effects from having the vaccination done. I will be doing a video regarding my second dose of the vaccination, and also a separate video with me talking about my sickle cell disease and how that affects me. So I think I will end that here. Obviously, comment below if you want to ask me any questions, and also hit the big red subscribe button. It feels so weird saying these because I watch so many YouTube videos, but yeah, obviously the support means a lot. So go ahead and do that, and I will see you all in the next video.